Hey guys, Shinobi here from Cloud9 Valorant, and today I'm going to be talking about some tips and tricks that you can use on Omen when playing Haven.
Maybe get on the left. Jet was far back on the left. Sure. Oh my god.
So stupid.
Oh, he's close mid.
Omen is a pretty versatile controller. Unlike Brimstone, he has a lot more mobility, and he has a lot more global pressure that he can apply because the smokes go across the map. Something with Omen that you can do, if you want, you could smoke the A-cross, but if you want to do something a bit more unorthodox, what you could actually do is, to dodge the Opera that's going to be pointing toward long A, you could just TP across towards sewer. If your teammate's covering you, and you just walk straight up towards sewer, obviously clear the close angle, you can catch a really good timing and get a flank off on somebody who might be opping down toward long A. Likewise, you could throw the same smoke, or even without a smoke, you could just cross and teleport into this corner here, and just hold. So something you could do with Omen, say you're executing on A and you're coming from long A, one of the most common and really strong smokes would be obviously toward Heaven. It blocks off any Opera playing here. Now, if your teammates are executing up long A, there's a couple blinds that you can do, like with the Paranoia, that are really strong. My personal favorite is if you just come on the wall here and just aiming like so, throwing this. This will get anybody playing in sewer, it'll get the cubby, and it'll let your teammates just scale up long. It's also really effective for your teammates coming up sewer, so it just eliminates kind of some of the angles that would be difficult for them to deal with if they're coming up sewer. Something you could also do, it's a bit riskier, but you could teleport onto this box here, and say you were opping, you could just hold Heaven for your teammates. So you could teleport up here and just hold this angle, or even just provide cover for the site. You don't necessarily have to be opping, but just something else that you can do. Like I said, playing into the mobility of the agent. If you wanted to do some kind of solo play into the site, something you could also do that's pretty strong is you could smoke front site and smoke Heaven, and you could creep. Obviously, you could teleport up here and take a fight on somebody rotating in from spawn. Likewise, you could, if you took the site with your teammates and you got early entries, you could teleport up into Heaven and go aggressive and try to pick off a rotator. Say you took sewer control and your teammates want to go back and hit B, where other flash characters or controllers, you have to come back and be with your teammates. With Omen, you should be chilling in sewer. You could smoke the B link for them, or you could just straight up flash the right side of the site. And from sewer, you can use your abilities so your teammates can scale and take the site, whether you're flashing for them to get in the site, or if they want to push and actually split A with you through B, you could just throw this flash like this through the sewer, and it'll blind anybody rotating in from A side, and it helps you get a nice little pinch onto the bump site. So for hitting B, obviously you can smoke the links, so you can smoke like C link or A link, and you can squeeze into the bump site. But if you want to do something a bit riskier, a bit more aggressive, you could smoke close, creep, clear the right, you can walk into your smoke, and you can teleport on top, and this will give you like a little high ground advantage. You can maybe pick somebody off who's not really prepared rotating into the site. Something also you can do, again, if you get lurked up into rabbit here in mid, you could flash towards CT spawn for your teammates so they can push through garage window, and you can split on B through garage. You could also obviously flash back at the site toward gong and just make space in here. Something also that's really strong with Omen is you don't even have to smoke necessarily. If your teammate comes up and he's holding the angle here, you could just TP across the angle and get into the site. So there's actually a couple different ways that you could approach attacking the C site as an Omen. One could be doing a garage split, so you could smoke the garage window, clear garage, and say your teammates are coming up through the garage connector, or they're coming up from long C. You could just come stand in this corner here, and if there's an enemy playing logs or toward back of the site, you can throw this Paranoia like this, let your teammates scale up and fight anybody who is going to be standing in this area. Something that's really common is oppers or people are just playing on the plat, just holding the push from garage. So if you have a smoke available as well, you could throw a smoke like this to block off the angle for any opper who's playing on the platform. You just get a smoke over here, give you some space so you can scale. And then likewise, again, you can just flash through the back of the site and just push. Just gives you more options, and it's another smoke that'll help you scale up when you're coming up from garage. And then if you're gonna be attacking C, you're doing like maybe you're doing a pop on C with your teammates. You smoked top of C,
cover going out,
and you're kind of creeping up with your teammates. If you get into the corner in the cubby, just aim like this. If anyone's playing logs again, you can flash. It'll also blind anyone who's playing close behind the boxes. Also, you can combine this with either like a smoke toward CT spawn or in garage, and it's just a pretty good way to help your teammates scale into C if you're executing up long C. One thing that's really good with Omen, obviously his ultimate gives you a global teleport, but you can use the ult in a lot of different ways. So one of the really strong ways of using Omen ult is scouting on attack. So say you want to do an execute on C, and you're ready, your teammates are ready to hit. You could just ult in the back of the site, and while your teammates are pushing, you can kind of clear, get some information. The worst thing that happens is they break your ult, and at least you know that there's somebody in the back of site, right? But a lot of times what will happen is, you ulting in a spot like that will make the defenders turn and focus on you, which gives space for your teammates to push in and scale into the site. So it's really strong. When it comes to defending on Haven, I think this is a map that has a lot of verticality, which makes Omen like a really strong choice as a controller for the map. And I think taking advantage of the high ground is something that you should always be thinking about as Omen. A lot of times when I'm defending A, I like to play on these boxes here and holding sewer, or playing on this box over here, mixing up the angle that you're playing. It's really strong to just get like a free kill on somebody pushing up into the sewer. Obviously, you might need to risk long A, or have somebody either holding your long or putting a cypher trip or something for you. But taking advantage of these high ground positions is really easy, and it's really powerful to catch people off guard. Another really strong play that you can do with a teammate is if you have a teammate spotting sewer for you, you could play in the cubby down here, and when your teammate takes contact, you can paranoia and push, and you can just kill anybody that's close in the sewer. Likewise, something else you can actually do with your paranoia is if you have a teammate who wants to clear out sewer and push, if you're actually in A link, you can just paranoia straight through this wall, and it'll blind anybody that's just playing, trying to take control of A main or sewer. So some things you can do with Omen when playing B. If you want to go for an op pick, you could just teleport on top of this box here, and you can hold bottom mid, or you can go for a window pick. If you want to be a bit more defensive, you can just teleport and play, in the box here. And you could hold this off angle for people walking up, get like a free kill on somebody trying to take B site. Again, really strong thing with Omen is if you did get a kill in one of these spots, you can safely teleport away, and it makes it hard for the enemy team to trade you. If you get into a situation where you need to be retaking B, obviously you can just throw a smoke at the top of B to help you scale in. What most teams are gonna do is they're gonna wall, either sage wall and just go for the plant, and then they're gonna fall out of sight. So I actually think something that's really strong to counter people being able to do this is you can actually throw your smoke closer toward the box itself in the site, and this allows you to kind of peek and hold people. It makes it a little bit harder for them to spam in the smoke, and then obviously you can take advantage of this smoke and you can teleport and play around the smoke. Omen in garage is pretty strong, again, because of his paranoia and how it functions. So something you could do, obviously you can teleport onto the box here and just kind of play this cheeky angle for people running into garage. It's a pretty hard angle for them to clear. Not only that, but you do get a lot of information from the sound cues being in the garage, so you can relay a lot of information to your team. You can throw just a standard smoke. You can come through the left side and peek here. You can run through the right side. So it's a lot of flexibility with being aggressive on Omen. So one of the really commonly contested points on the map is going to be the orb at long C, because it's pretty easy for defenders, or for attackers, sorry, to get control of this orb. One thing you can take advantage of with Omen, again, is being able to get on the high ground. So if you have an op and you boost yourself up here, if someone tries to go for the orb,
Here.
You can just peek over the smoke and get a free shot on them. Likewise, you can teleport on these boxes here and just give yourself, some weird angles that you can play around. Like, you can smoke
Cover going out.
top C and just hold for the push. If they try to rush through the smoke, you're in a pretty good position to just mow down and get yourself some easy kills on anyone trying to push through. So another really strong thing you can do with Omen, if you're playing towards C with a teammate and they're taking contact, you could just sit back plat with a flash out. And when the execute starts coming in, you can just paranoia, swing, get yourself a free kill, reposition with the Omen teleport. You make it really hard for your teammates to lock you down because of the versatility and just the range on the Agent's toolkit. A really common post-plant scenario is, there's a T playing on logs here, or maybe there's an opper holding this angle right here for the spawn run in. And with Omen, if you come into this corner, you can just paranoia this whole line, and you just completely negate that option for the T. So you can just push in, clear logs, get a free kill. If you don't have paranoia, you're probably for sure gonna have a smoke because of the recharge time on the smokes. If you're scared of an opper holding this angle, you can just smoke this off, push and wrap the site. You can smoke logs off, wrap and clear this way with your teammate, scale, clear back site. There's a lot of options that you have with Omen when it comes to retaking, and because of the paranoia, it's really easy to help your teammates push in, and you give them a lot of space that they can work with. Say the round is getting down, there's like 30-45 seconds, and your teammate, say your teammate spotted a guy at long A and you're playing C. If you have your ult up, you can just ult into A main, clear it out. No one's there. Now you get all the information. You can cancel your ult if you want, or you can just get on a really aggressive flank. Haven being a 3 bomb site map with really long rotations, a map that has a lot of verticality, I think it plays in perfectly to Omen's toolkit. It lets him, help his teammates across the map without having to be there. With the jet op being such a common thing that's going on in the meta right now, Omen's larger smokes also negates a lot of the verticality that you're going to get out of a jet operator because of how tall and wide the smokes are. So I think Omen's just like the perfect controller to have on this map, and I think he's a must-have for any team that's trying to better their gameplay on Haven. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something new that you can add to your game as an Omen player on Haven. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more great content like this. Looking for quick and easy updates on all things Cloud9? Well, now you can with the brand new Cloud9 app located in the App Store. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.